Okay, good morning, everybody. So excited to kind of dive into the marketing component of your Beyond Main shop. At this point, you've likely launched and are now live on the platform. But if you haven't, that's okay. Hopefully, after today's session, you'll feel ready to publicize your store and continue to, manage, invest in adding new products, services, and running promotional activities for your business online and through your community. So we have our Beyond Main team here today. I'm Kate. I'm going to be actually stepping in to lead the marketing conversation today, but we also have Donna Dawood, who's the creator of a lot of these tools that you're going to be seeing, and she can help answer questions as well. So with that, I'm going to pop over and share my screen. So by now, you should be really familiar with this back dashboard. You've logged in likely and seen it maybe on multiple devices, right? So everything is, just as a general refresher, desktop friendly, mobile friendly, and tablet friendly. So you can access your Beyond Main account and manage it from any connected device. The resource center is where you'll find all of your marketing tools and resources. So anytime you're wanting to understand how to do anything on Beyond Main, always kind of log in and jump there first. If you don't find your answer or just can't locate it quickly, then that's the next point, is to reach out to us at support@Beyond Main, and we'll step in and help assist you with your needs. So today we're going to cover, we've really kind of gone through the welcome guide section, the seller guide section. We've answered some FAQs along the way. And now we're really going to turn our focus to the marketing area of Beyond Main. And we have really kind of two kits here for you. One is more focused on, okay, now I've launched my shop. What do I do? What are some activities I should focus on to help me leverage this opportunity? And then one is also some like a general marketing kit. And the general marketing kit we'll walk through has things like templates and ways to think about promoting your shop on a continual basis. So the first thing we're going to do is bounce over to the shop launch kit. And as you can see, there's a few kind of directives in here and breakdowns for folder content. I want everyone first to kind of we're going to walk through the checklist. So after you've launched your business, this is kind of your immediate next step. It's like, okay, what do I do now? Right? So we've broken it down into some easy checklist type of items to start to get you thinking about, how do I really join this community and online in a way that can connect my shop with this aggregated marketplace opportunity and vice versa, right? So the first kind of the key areas that we really want to focus in on is social media, generalized marketing, and then how you can use those resources to effectively execute activities on social media, as well as through like email and all your various forms of publicity. So some general things that we like to encourage from the beginning is embedding your shop link everywhere that your business really can be found. If you don't have an existing URL from your generalized site for your business, you can use Beyond Main for that purpose. We have several retailers that use their Beyond Main shop link, as their way to connect and accept orders with businesses. So your shop link, your unique shop link, when you go into your business, you can just copy it straight from the URL bar, is right here. You can either choose to connect your shop or you can connect your contact link. It's totally up to you. But choose one of them and start getting your site embedded online in your profile. So that can be anywhere from obviously social media, but it can also be your Google page. It could be your OpenTable page. It could be, or wherever really your business can be found online. Any other directory listings, try to get that URL plopped in there. Linktree is another system that's really great. You can use that in your social media bios to kind of pull together a number of places that your business might be. So we use a service called Linktree, but there's a whole host of other ones out there like it. Do we have a question?
Everything going well?
Okay, I'm gonna just mute for a second so we can keep going. All right. Create an effective call to action is another great next step. And so this can be done through emailing your customer base, letting them know that you're now a part of the Shop Local Marketplace and We Shop. We have some pre-made templates that you can access for copy that will help make that email communication very seamless and clear to the point. And you can customize it with your own branding and tone, but getting that email out right away is a wonderful thing to do to announce your shop. Add banners and badges to your profile. So we have a number of different icons that you can add to your existing website or through your social sites, or even print and have in store so that it helps brand your business as a part of the Shop Local Marketplace. And then update your bios and about sections of your profile so your customers know that they can find you there, but they can also connect with your business on at beyondmean.com, at weshop.com, and sort of the reason why you joined those platforms. So marketing your shop, we have a number of tools that really allow you to kind of quickly and easily do this. Our main goal is to try to take a lot of the guesswork out of how do you promote, right? So we've created a number of templates, badges, pre-made email templates, copy for posts that can just kind of help get you started. Of course, we know there's so many different ways to market a business. We just want to kind of give you some tools to get the wheels turning. And maybe even if you're stuck or short on time, or even outsource marketing to another individual on your staff, you could hand this kit over and they'll have a plethora of resources to kind of dive into and get going. So I'm going to quickly jump over to, all right, so go back to the marketing shop launch kit. And then as we go into the folders here, so as you're working your way through the checklist, you can bounce back to the different folders here that will access all of the different options, correct? So we've got copy and captions that can be used for social media. Oh, where'd it go? Hold on. Deanna, should I go to the guides? Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, you might want to go there. The copy might not be updated. Let me look.
Okay, that's all right. It will be there. Must have just put it into the wrong folder. But here we go. So this is the toolkit that also has a number of different best practices. If Canva is the system that we like to use, and so it's really easy to kind of like get templates, customize those templates. But there's tutorials in here on how to use Canva if a business is not familiar with that system and would like to become familiar. These are all of our social handles. So we invite you to follow us and we'll follow back so that we can help increase everyone's, connectivity and ability to share and collaborate. We do have a collaboration opportunity as well. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in subsequent sessions, but there's always opportunity for us to collaborate. I don't know, Dana, if you want to share anything quickly on the collaboration options.
Yeah, so as far as collaboration goes, we have a form set up so businesses can reach out to us and we can cross promote, right? Use our platform, use their platform. This could be done on social media if they want to guest write a blog, take over our Instagram account for a day. So all sorts of opportunities for us to kind of promote our partnership, online.
And so here is that link tree that I was mentioning for your social media accounts, you could add, We Shop SC as a button directly to your shop. Once it's live, you can add your Beyond Maine, the national Beyond Maine marketplace as a button here. So it's another area for customers to connect and be touched by your business. It's a great way to infuse it in there. And there's an opportunity on how to create a link tree. Connecting with your community, help, find new followers through various like hashtag use or collaboration use with us, right? That's another great way to expand your customer base, and we're focused on trying to help you do that. Cool, yeah. And then here's a daily Instagram checklist. So a lot of ideas around social media, because we know that is one of the main forms of marketing that small businesses are using now. And so we want to try to give tools and resources that are going to support that. So we've got everything here too that's linked off to specific templates for social media, rack cards, badges and stickers, and ready to post content. So you can have fun kind of exploring the different options for content here. I won't go through all of them today, but they are easy to download. There's ones for sale, there's ones for general Beyond Maine. You just would plop the picture in there that you might be using. Pretty much there's probably a template for any given type of activity, right? So you can change the coloring if you'd like to. You can
add their logos,
add your logo, right? These are just some pre-made templates that are really easy to just quickly post and help kind of tie your shop to Beyond Maine. The badges and stickers are really fun, and these are easy to, I'm a partner of Beyond Maine. You can plop any of these on your website, print stickers, put them in your shop, on your website, however you'd like to use them, but there's some badges and stickers here that can be printed and used, and you can, customize them as well for however you'd like to be represented. This is one of my favorites. The rack cards. Are a little bit more just like about us, about who we are and what we do. And you can kind of, infuse your story onto that as well. And then the ready post content gives you easy, like shop local focused designs.
Yeah, a lot of businesses like to customize these around like Shop Small Saturday, holiday time, kind of when you're looking to hone in that message of like, downtown community. And so they can customize these too, change the colors, put their logo on the graphic, whatever they need.
From a messaging standpoint, we tend to focus here a lot on just keeping, local as top of mind, why local is important, right? So from a messaging standpoint, that's where Beyond Maine spends a lot of our attention. So we make the things that we feel like resonate well from that messaging angle here for you to use. So you can always plop your logo into them and use them easily. All right. So marketing your new shop, the first few things that we advise doing, and you can use these templates to help you do that, is make a shop announcement, right? So, all right, we're working our way through the checklist. I've added my links to places. I've sent out an email notifying my customers that, hey, I'm really excited to be a part of this online marketplace. Now I want to, start to like reinforce that, right? So making a shop announcement post is great. Tagging us, submitting a collaboration, doing a takeover. These are all great activities to do once you've done your shop announcement. Shop services. So tell them, make sure you tell them what types of things you're offering through Beyond Maine. So that could be curbside pickup, as well as shipping if that's new to your store, local delivery if that's new to your store. Local promotions, like if you're going to use Beyond Maine to really emphasize opportunities for shopping local that are exclusive to the local residents. Like that's a great, opportunity to promote that focus. Showcasing your products. So we tend to advise really early on, giving, some insight into how your online shop is going to be viewed. And one thing I will just kind of always say about Beyond Mean is that don't feel like you have to put up 5,000 things to be effective. It really just comes down to the uniqueness of your business. Customers really want to see curation and your top picks and what you're most known for. That's actually what they're hunting for. So if you start there and build up, that's a much better strategic approach to your online shop than just being concerned about, I have to get up like quantity, right? So we're really focusing on quality. So when the product showcases, like think of it from the quality angle, like what is my uniqueness as a business? What do I need? If someone was walking by my window, what would I put in there? What would they need to know about? And that's really where your product showcase should sit.
And I would also say, your customers, like, what they want to see, what they shop, what collections or, companies or whatever it may be. And so I would start from that standpoint, which is like, what are your best sellers? What are your customers, most come in about? That's kind of a good way to start.
Yeah.
I would also say, if I could, Kate, it's not dissimilar from how big business works. If you walk into a department store, if you walk into a specialty store that have scale, you note that they really try and drill down to key items, especially around holiday, right? Because the focus can't be on 10,000 things. The focus they need to use visual merchandising. Really, really good visual merchandising will drill you in on key item, not necessarily promotion, but key item setups. These are the three things. This is the handbag I need to have with this other accessory, yada, 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 right? Those are the sort of things that are important. And when you take it to e-commerce, taking that merchandising mentality, that visual merchandising, we just replace the word visual with sight, right? It becomes site merchandising, and how I site merchandise is that same kind of mentality that's going to be effective to them.
Yep, exactly. And so these are just examples of how you can use those templates, those badges and stickers on your website. Footer icons, header icons, menu drop downs. These are some of our partners and how they've used it, how you can use the print materials. We definitely advise a QR code, having that readily available at your register. And if you need help creating a QR code, we can easily do it for you. Just shoot us an email saying, I need my shop QR code. We'll respond back and you can tell us your branding color you'd like it in, if it's different than just standard black, but we will quickly and easily get that to you, no problem. And then this is just some general kind of understanding around rule of content and how you can think about more generalized marketing practice, not necessarily specific to Beyond Meat, but just some helpful insight we think can give you more to chew on, right? As you think about generalized marketing for your store, but specifically through the lens of this aggregated marketplace experience. And then the content ideas, we tend to focus our content around a few key areas, one being to educate, inspire. So, your shop should inspire. Education for us is around shop local and why that's important. Community focus, sustainable shopping, things like that. Then the other two key areas are to entertain and promote, right? So we're not always kind of beating our bullhorn, right? Like on our soapbox, but we're also entertaining customers. And there's so many different fun ways to do that. We just did a fun post that actually got a lot of great response on funny things businesses have heard, pretty much from customers, and they tend to laugh it off, but we made, kind of fun, entertaining slides about it. And then, just generalized promotion, cross collaboration is another one, co-marketing maybe with other businesses in your town, through the gift card component for your community. This could be another great thing to promote opportunities for shopping. So fun's not over yet, but as you can see, we can also support you with one-to-one consultations. Dana is making herself available for office hours for businesses who are just stuck or maybe need some more ideas or would love to know how to use this guide more effectively. So you can email us at support or her directly to kind of set something up. And then at the very bottom here, for those that are new to Canva or beginners or want to get started, we've got some pulled together tutorials of how they can utilize this really, really great design tool for their business if they're not using it already. All right. The seller resources we've kind of already covered in previous sessions, so I'm going to skip that for today. And then finally, let's take a quick look at the training videos. So you'll see here that there's a number, this is like the checklist format, right? So after you've launched your shop, there's a number of training videos you can watch as you're working through the marketing, and your shop setup, but this will just give you some more kind of verbal content instead of reading content. And the training
so
will be there as well.
the videos are the checklist. Kate had just shared the marketing checklist. The videos are now just breaking everything down step by step. So if you're not sure how to change a banner on your social profile, if you're not sure how to access your link and embed it, this kind of shows you step by step how to do it. So businesses can then go on their own time and do it. And then for people who are a little bit more tech savvy, they can just go through this list themselves. So it's kind of depending on your level of, skill set when it comes to online. Everyone, has the resources.
Yeah, perfect. So that pretty much concludes the launch kit and kind of focused activities. There will be a few more resources we're going to be adding. One in particular being a wraparound icon so that all of our cover images on our sites, we could, maybe do a collective effort around that, especially when WeShop launches, just to help emphasize the new program in your community. So that will be coming, some customized versions of those profile wraps. And a few other materials, but this will be our home for everything. So you can always access your resource center for everything Beyond Main related in terms of your welcome guide, your seller guide, your marketing kit. Now you know where that lives. And these will be your home base for material. So if you don't find something here, then next step obviously is to reach out to us and we can be available for consultations, one-to-one consultation meetings as well. So what questions do we have? I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment and just kind of see if there's any questions.
I love the checklist. First things first, what would you do as the most immediate thing as far as marketing? So that there are a lot of options and opportunities, but what would be the recommended start here? Just do this really well, and then build on that.
Yeah, we've tried to condense it towards the top of the checklist, but really updating anything online that exists for that business, including the Beyond Main link into that, or if you have no links, using Beyond Main as your link. We're trying to build some backlinks, right, to help sort of get eyeballs on your site. So Beyond Main has obviously been doing this for a little while, and by adding your business kind of to connecting it to our site, you're now hopefully going to be able to benefit from the incoming traffic that we have already, and vice versa, right? So we can start getting that flywheel spinning. So that's one. And then, sorry, Dana, did you want to?
Yeah, I was going to say, as far as this goes, the idea is to set it up so anywhere customers find your shop online, they are now also informed about your Beyond Main shop, right? So whether they Google you and it's in your Google business, they find your social media and it's in your bio. We want to make sure, because you could post 50 times on social media about it, but if you don't have your shop linked properly, customers, they're not going to go, searching through the depths of the internet for it. So we want to make sure we're putting it in front of their face, and when they come across your digital presence, it's there. And so I would focus on that. And like Kate said, we did try to condense it enough so it's simple, it's not overwhelming, and I think it's a pretty, easy to do. Yeah, I would say, yeah. Is there anything else you would say, Kate, as far as
Well,
like
I was just,
an immediate to do?
yeah, the immediates to do are rounding out your online presence with that link, that new link for you, adding or announcing it to your customers through email, right? Or in store visual representation like door decals or printed cards or that QR code at your register, just having some kind of visual presence for them to see and learn about, right? And then also adding a badge or a banner to your existing site or other places your business might be found, rack cards, things like that, like find me here, so it's really just those three major activities I would say are the most important early on. And then after those are done, you can go into like the posting and the collaboration type of activities that we discussed, and in terms of branding branding your shop with the templates that we've created, and tagging us and collaborating with us or doing takeovers. Those are kind of like the second step. So I would say first is the online representation being really solid, the visual in store having representation, and then the email blast announcing your shop through Beyond Main. And then you can roll into kind of generalized marketing activities that your stores are already doing.
Perfect. Thank you.
Great question.
I think, Kate, there's also the aspect of in the narrative that we now have for the associate customer interaction, right? Anytime we're going, if somebody's coming in the shop, that mentioning that, talking up that word of mouth, right? Encouraging people to go take a look at the site, at the register. Hey, by the way, just QR code this. You'll see, and then as we have new products that come up, you can see them all the time at your house before you come in. That kind of thing, that groundswell of word of mouth, actually one, it's free, right? And two, it's your core customer who's right there. And three, it's almost not quantifiable how much ROI is involved in that. It's just people come back to it and get involved in it.
Right. I mean, the purpose of this is to talk about it, right? To let people know that it exists. So I would say that's a very basic thing to be doing from day one. Just letting your associates know that this is another place to find you, telling them about it, how you're going to be using it. And I've seen some stores that even just run kind of loyal rewards programs around it entirely. Like if you order on Beyond Main, you're entered to win like a gift card, raffle that they do each month. You can, it's just if they see gift cards, community gift cards coming in, sometimes they'll give like an extra $5, there's so many different things you can do to kind of really punch it up and emphasize it in your business, but it's in tandem, right? It's linking it online to us, so you're getting the traffic flow there, but then it's also connecting it with your end consumer in the store so they understand where to go and why you're there and how to use it, right? And how it's going to benefit them.
Yep. And that, Jenny, that'll be a lot of my role in this as well, is I'll try and, make sure that the folks all the way down certainly at the owner level, I don't know if I'm going to touch every associate, right? But they understand kind of a template or a boilerplate kind of narrative that they want to tell their people to tell their customers. And if I'd look to you, Jenny, on anything that's specific and any of the the individual market leads to tell me, hey, and in Dillon, we do it this way. We want to talk about it this way. Great. Happy to tailor it in that way.
That's great. Thank you.
And then one thing we didn't really touch on, because I would say it's more of a rolling activity, but there will be a 12-month kind of calendar template for all the businesses that they can use. It's just kind of like general holidays and maybe key dates to keep in mind. And we do have some fun ideas around creating events that are specific to Beyond Maine and kind of creating like anniversary type holidays just for us in our community. And we think that's going to be a lot of fun. So we're working through some of that planning right now, but there will be a 12-month calendar that they can use as like a base for their store as well, if they're not already using something.
Lisa, can I put you on the spot for a second if you're there? Can I ask a question?
Sure, go ahead. Sorry, I was
Okay.
on mute.
No problem. When you communicate with your community, you do it via email?
I was really just thinking about that because the few businesses that we have that are operational right now, I'd say half of them I have email addresses for, the others I don't. So I'm going to have to hit the streets is what I call it. And I was just looking at the invitation and the information that was sent in the email on how to let them know about the program. And I'm going to have to put video, I'm going to have to put together a packet, actual paperwork to let them know what's going on. And I'll have to invite them to my office as pretty much a training seminar here to let them see it. Because the other half aren't tech savvy really at all.
Okay, but
they-
again, let's stay close on that because I want to make sure we're servicing you in the right way, that you're not doing too much work. Because I think what Kate has pulled together and didn't pull together is tremendous, and I think can fit into a lot of those different nooks and crannies for you. What I was more asking is, I was targeting towards your customers. So when you have a farmer's market, when you have something going on in town, do you blast out an email? Does someone in the town blast out an email, say, come on down, it's a street fair, next Saturday, something along those lines?
Yeah, we do it just via Facebook. And I also have an email list that I use for all of my personal events that I take place with. And I've got about 200 people that usually share it as well with that. I do a lot of Facebook boosting also to get people down. But
Got it.
getting back to what I was saying, though, Kate did a great job putting together the email invitation to announce this and to let everybody know about the training workshops. It would be nice if I could have something in paper that demonstrates that also, that I could walk around and show and talk to people about. I know it seems a little old school, but it's the way a lot of people operate around here. And if we want to get them more involved in this, it's going to have to be a little more elementary than an email.
You got it. No, I hear you loud and clear. We can certainly work on that. And I know Jenny's working on something as well that I think will be a good solution to what you specifically need, right? The rack card, Jenny.
Yes, and I was just looking at your template in the marketing tools. I'm going to I've already downloaded it in my Canva account, and I'm going to be using that. So thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. We try to make it as easy as possible, but we do realize that, what Lisa's describing is still that 50% of businesses that are not really kind of up to like even this like level yet. And so we want to try to, we have to meet them where they are. We get that. But we also want to let them know there's other ways that can really, there's other tools that can really help them more effectively run their business, right? And save them time, save them energy, help them reach new customers. And so we want to introduce those to them too. So that's why even in that guide, we've included the tutorials on Canva, because we think it's a very simple system to use, but we understand it's going to be maybe challenging for or intimidating to others, right? So we want to make it as less intimidating as possible.
Yeah. Lisa, it's actually really exciting having that side of the business with you guys, because for us, we get super jazzed about that because that's the upside, huge upside for us. I wanted to though say, and I apologize for cutting somebody off. It might have been Jenny. I really, really apologize if it's Jenny. From a marketing perspective, just in your mind's eye, think of how you post those Facebooks weekly or whatever else. You know, what Kate's talking about in that 52-week calendar is really curating things anywhere north of, I'll say, 40 weeks a year to give a reason to engage with Beyond Maine and We Shop, right? So that's kind of the thing. We might take a few weeks off here and there and let it kind of be, but we want to have a constant presence, especially early on. I would say all of 2023, every week, we're going to have something that goes out that says, come to We Shop, come to We Shop, come to We Shop, right? Because we want that embedded in that Facebook post so that when people are seeing it, they're engaging. Does that make sense?
Yes, and the whole calendar concept is really important. So
Yep.
we're not just making up, oh, today I need to post something. Oh, wait, I should do it whenever, but there's an actual formula.
Yep. So that's where you can count on us, you know, to help pull that. Obviously, we're gonna be, you know, Palmetto specific, I'll say, but you know, the general pieces of it, yeah, we'll put together and say, this is what we think, and you can tweak it, and then away we go. Trying to stay simple, not too complicated.
So what other questions? Are there any other marketing related questions that we can answer today? Or requests, I guess, that you would like to make?
I'm just ready to see South Carolina on the map.
Yeah, I know.
I'll do a refresh search and I'm thinking, oh, come on.
I know. So so tomorrow we are going to do a weekend review roundtable, inviting everyone to kind of gather back together again and if you haven't made it through all of the sessions or watched them, it's okay. You don't feel like you have to be totally prepared. Really, we just want to understand if what's been presented to you is resonating, if you're digesting, and if you're beginning to feel comfortable, or if you're ready to go out and start talking to your businesses. And if you're not, we want to help you work through how to get ready, right? And then what else we need to provide to you so that you can go out and start, exciting the small business population in your community to get on board and join this amazing opportunity that the Municipal Association of South Carolina is doing to invest in your communities and your small businesses. So with that, I will say goodbye, but I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. And I hope everyone can join us, and we'll have some great conversation. There will be no presentations. It will be just, hey, how's it going? How are you feeling about everything? Tell us, what's clicking, what's not clicking, what do you need, and if there's confusion on where to find things, we'll point those out. But it's just our opportunity to kind of come back together as a group and move into the next phase of discussing this with businesses and letting them know what to expect, right? And how to get involved.
So Kate, just because that's the goal of tomorrow's meeting, I think it may make more sense for me to not reach out to folks tomorrow. I know we had talked, Jenny and Kate, we've gone back. I'm going to let that be. Then I'm going to come back around Wednesday, Thursday next week and go, hey guys, how's it going? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, make sure I take the opportunity to hit everybody and go from there. Fair? Okay,
sounds good. So join us tomorrow, and then you'll expect to hear from Jeremy next week, right? Will be the game plan. So we will make sure everyone's feeling really good and ready to go and feel supported, and that they know who to go to for what they need, when they need it, and how to use all the materials that are available to you. All right. Any closing thoughts? Any closing thoughts from anyone else in the room?
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.